We're gonna have like a farm cleaning day.
Kolmonoxid i detta rum.
I just wanted to start this video by telling you something really exciting, and that is that we're launching our merch store today, where you can find this cool shirt, for example, with the design of Ron 3. So it's called ronsailingstore.com. Here it is, and we know you guys have been asking for merch for many years, and it's something we've been thinking about as well, and we've been trying to find the best solution for us. And for the last couple of months, this is what I've been working on, setting this store up. Here you will be able to find t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, clothes for kids and babies, cups and canvas bags, and more items will be added as we go. It's been really important to us to make merch that is sustainable, ethically made, and is part of reducing waste. So we're really happy to tell you that all our clothes is made out of 100% organic cotton. The ink is soluble, so it won't harm our oceans. And the best of all is that it's part of a circular economy, and that means when you worn out your clothes, you scan the QR code on the tag over here, and then you can send back the clothes for free and make money for your next purchase, and the clothes will be remanufactured. And we're super happy about this, and the shipping is plastic free, and the factory is run from renewable energies from the sun and wind. You will be able to see our products below our videos here on YouTube actually. So if you look on a computer or a phone, they will pop up beneath and you can click on it to go directly to the store. We also offer a 10% discount to all of our patrons. So have fun, go check out the store and enjoy the rest of the episode.
A new week ahead of us, and lots of preparations for the rest of the lamination of the hull. The plan for this week is just to finish the sanding here around the keel area. I'm almost done now. I won't do a lot of this. And then we're going to apply a primer of epoxy to the rest of the hull. We're still thinking if we're going to use peel ply or not. For the whole hull, doing the primer, because the whole idea behind using the peel ply is really to save time, not having to wash the hull from amino blush and not so much sanding afterwards. But if it's a lot of effort to apply that peel ply, then maybe it's not worth it, since the peel ply also costs some money.
Johan started by wiping the hull with alcohol to remove any potential contaminants. We decided to apply peel ply on top of the epoxy, and Johan cut out the lengths. Johan continued for the rest of the day and finished by nightfall. In the evening, we went to the inauguration of Österlen Lights Up in Koseberga. It's a yearly event where villages and businesses in the southeast of Sweden lights up during one weekend in November. There were so many people, and we walked along the candlelit path up to Ala Rocks, where they had put lights on the 1500-year-old rock formation. I love that there are things like this happening during these dark months.
So just a quick word about last week's episode when I talked about our diesel heater. A lot of people commented and asked if we have carbon monoxide detectors here in the barn. And yes, we have them. We have two of them. We have one up here in the roof. It's a combined smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector. And we have another one inside the prep room. And they also go over the internet, so we get an alarm in our phone if something is not good in here, if we have smoke or anything else. This doesn't produce a lot of carbon monoxide. So you could have a pretty big leak in the exhaust on this, with exhaust fumes coming out here into the room before the carbon monoxide alarm will go off, since it's a big room in here. And the reason for that is that there's not a lot of carbon monoxide produced when you're burning diesel compared to when you're burning gasoline. A better meter to have when you're dealing with a big diesel heater like this would be to have a NOx gas detector. They often use them in mines and stuff like that when you have heavy equipment in confined spaces running diesel engines. But they are not so easy to get. It's not something that you can just go and buy over the counter, or maybe you can, but my guess is that they are pretty expensive, those meters. So I'm not saying that you can't get poisoned by carbon monoxide from diesel heaters, but in a big room like this, you would have to run it for a very long time before you reach levels that are dangerous. In a more confined space, like in a truck or in a boat or something, and if you have a big leak and you're sleeping, then of course it can be dangerous. And also, since we're burning diesel here and we have the exhaust going on the outside, the whole area in here will be in an under pressure. So we will draw in fresh air through, probably mostly through the roof, since we don't have plastic up there. So we will have an exchange of air, ventilation inside of here. And I'm not so sure actually that if you would take one of those carbon monoxide detectors and just place it right next to the exhaust pipe, and when it's running, I'm not so sure if it will go off, since the levels are so low of carbon monoxide in the exhaust fumes. So let's try this. What do you say in English? Let me put my money where my mouth is. So, like I said, this is a combined smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector. So it could be that the smoke alarm goes off, but we'll see. So now I'm going to try it on the exhaust of the car, which runs on gasoline, and see if that will make it to go off.
Observera, det är kolmonoxid i detta rum. Det blir värre.
Okay, so alarm. Yeah.
Det är kolmonoxid i detta rum.
Now it's going off.
Today's Saturday and we're gonna have like a farm cleaning day. So we're tidying up here from the ground where we have we took out the old floors in Vera's room. So we're gonna go to the recycling station and recycle all this and a bunch of stuff from the barn as well.
Okay. Vad gör du, Vera?
Så här. Jag är här uppe.
This is the last patch that we're gonna fill with gravel. Now we are done here on the inner yard. Well, almost. We borrowed a what's it called now?
Front loader.
Front loader the other day from our neighbors, so we could spread out the gravel a little bit easier. You remember we had that huge pile of gravel over here, 44 tons of gravel. So it was easier to spread it out, and then I've been raking 4 days, so much. But yeah, now we have a small pile. What's left is over there. But it looks so much better with gravel instead of a lawn full with what's it called, maskrosor, these weeds. Wow, vilka stora!
Wow!
Wow, det kommer ännu fler! Wow! Kolla! Wow! Ah, yeah.
So 50% of the hull is now primed or has a primer layer with epoxy, and we have the peel ply on. I decided to go with peel ply on the whole thing, even if this took quite some time. It took me 12 hours of work to do this side of the hull. But in the end, I still think we'll gain some time by using this. We used not so good peel ply for this, the one that we didn't like for the keel recess, the polyester one. But I thought for this it should really be okay. But as you can see, there's some places with wrinkles that we need to sand and fix later on. But overall, I think it's good that we have used it, since the air can't really contaminate the surface with moisture now. And once we rip it off, we take away the top layer of the epoxy, exposing a new fresh layer of epoxy that we can get a really nice bond to. So today I will start with the other side of the hull and do the same thing there. I used around 9 kilos of epoxy on this side. So yeah, in total somewhere between 18 and 20 kilos of epoxy. Finally, it's on. All the peel ply and the primer layer of epoxy. Was a lot of work. So the next phase now will be to prepare for this big weekend that we have coming up, when we have people coming over to help us out laminating the hull. And me and Malin, we want to do a test piece to try it out, to get a feel for it. And then it will be just to prepare everything. So we have everything in place and we're not missing or have forgot anything when that big weekend is coming. We need to remove all this peel ply, tidy up in here. We need to get some more consumables, gloves, rollers. And we need to cut a lot of fiberglass before that weekend.
Don't forget to check out ronsailingstore.com and get your Christmas presents for your loved ones or for yourself. Thank you for watching, and a big thanks to everyone who contributes to our production. If you want to get in direct contact with us and get other goodies, join our Patreon crew. See you next week!